overall scenario of tonight's home game, Joe. Get the 3 points, because the other teams that have been in front of them and continue to be in front of them continue to play well. So consequently, the Harrisburg team in front of them, we don't know what's going to transpire there. They play tomorrow. They're playing against Pittsburgh, and they play against Richmond next weekend. But you can't really look at those type of things. Dale Schilly is well aware of that. Take care of your home games, and that has not been the case here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. A confounding 1-5-3 record. Let's take a look at the first 11 for St. Louis Football Club, St. Louis FC. It's going to be a 4-2-3-1 formation tonight with Nick Bibbs, James Musa, Sam Fink, Parker Marr around the backfield. Brandon Markledge and Jacob Bushu will be the holding midfielders. Kentaro Takada, Charles Rankin on the flanks in the central part of the field. Behind number 15, Mike Ambersley up top, will be number 8, Ryan Gall, as they line up, as I mentioned, in a 4-2-3-1 formation. And Dale Schilly told me, Joe, that it's pretty much going to be this formation, not necessarily this same first 11, but that 4-2-3-1 formation the rest of the year.
And Alex Can will be in goal. We'll talk a little more about the goalkeepers here in a minute. Now the first 11 for Oklahoma City.
Visiting Energy FC, lining up in a 4-3-3 formation. Evan Newton in goal, 4 shutouts so far this season. Jacob Von Compernol, Cyprian Hedrick, Michael Thomas, Christian Duke around the backfield. In the midfield, Sebastian Dahlgard, Gareth Evans, Jesus Chuy Sanchez. The guy up top you really have to look after. Last guy mentioned here, number 9, Danny Koenig. He lines up alongside of number 25, Michael Biscoff, and number 11, Casey Townsend. And these are the 2 goalkeepers, respective goalkeepers. Alec Can, lone player from the Chicago Fire, who has been superb as of late. Very gifted with his feet, strong defender. As we talk about so many times on our broadcast, Joe, a good defense begins with the goalkeeper. Evan Newton, he's been the guy for OKC Energy FC. As I mentioned, 4 shutouts. He's 7-4-6. He's a 2011 pick, supplemental pick by the Houston Dynamo, but he's been their guy in goal. A 26-year-old goalkeeper, pretty much has played every game for them this year, other than one.
Yeah, he's got 17 of the games under his belt for OKC Energy FC. It is a warm night here at Soccer Park in Fenton, Missouri, but that has not stopped the crowds. They are streaming in here to Worldwide Technology Soccer Park and to celebrate a little Christmas in July and have some fun tonight. But as we mentioned, the St. Louis FC looking for 3 points tonight, and Bill, you touched on it a little bit, but OKC Energy, they have not been good away from Oklahoma City. They're just 1-4-4 on the road this year, and they've surrendered 19 goals on the road this season.
And that's a real killer, and they pay the price for that, and that's why they have won only 1 game so far on the road. But again, I'll repeat, the guy to look after is their number 9, a forward who does a ton of work in and around the penalty area. Danny Koenig, he leads the league in scoring. He has 14 goals, 3 assists so far. But the overall equation for success tonight is to get those 3 points, Joe. A Western Conference lineup here. OKC Energy, they're in 5th place. St. Louis below that cut line for the top 6 teams that get into the playoffs, right behind the Harrisburg City Islanders. I mentioned the opponents for Harrisburg City because that seems to be, at least right now, one of the absolute key contests for St. Louis FC. What Harrisburg is going to be doing. And they play each other. This could loom tremendously large. They play each other on Sunday, September 6th in Harrisburg, as we get to look at some of the players who are not in the first 11 for St. Louis FC tonight. Peter Kelly, the man in the far back to your left, is Oscar Gasecki. Brian Ciasolka, backup goalkeeper tonight, is Mark Pace. But OKC Energy, coached by Jimmy Nielsen, he himself a former professional goalkeeper for Sporting Kansas City, and he concluded his career on a right note.
Yes, he did.
His very last game, an MLS Cup for Sporting KC.
The White Puma, they called him.
Exactly.
He was a player, and well, he's got some Danish influence, and that has certainly filtered down to his guys here on OKC Energy FC, including, as you mentioned, Danny Koenig.
He's the guy, it's a number 9, Joe, who doesn't just stand in the penalty area. He makes himself available. He comes in off the flank. He'll be in the central part of the field. He'll come back occasionally to the center circle to find the game, but he said he's gotten a little tired of playing in Denmark, wanted something new. He contacted the agent of Jimmy Nielsen, who knew Jimmy had come to the United States to play for Sporting Kansas City. wanted to make himself available to all the people here in the United States, perhaps get into MLS. Well, he continues scoring at this pace. Everybody will know about it.
I saw something in reading, I'm sure you saw the article they had on USL Soccer this week about Koenig, and one of the things that struck me is what he talked about and his teammates talked about. He has so much confidence right now, and that is so big for a striker. It's so big for somebody up front. You can't say enough about a guy who's coming out there playing with confidence every night.
Precisely, and as a follow-up to that, Joe, he knows that if he makes the runs, players like Sebastian Dalgard, he wears number 7, Gareth Evans, number 5, number 10, Jesus True Sanchez, they will get him the ball. And he doesn't stand. A lot of number 9s, that's a prototypical number for a center forward inside the penalty area who stands on the penalty spot. Well, this guy is exactly opposite to that. He works to get open, he goes to find the game, and that's why he's so dangerous. So either with his back to goal, running at people, or running at people from the flank, you have to be careful of number 9, Danny Koenig.
How about conversely for St. Louis FC? You mentioned Brian Gall, who's going to actually play right behind Mike Ambersley. Mike Ambersley's going to run up top. He's got a couple of goals this year. Brian Gall, 4 goals and an assist this year. Those two are going to be key.
They have to work together. The guy who's right behind Mike Ambersley, Brian Gall, you just touched upon him as Dale Schilly comes out with Tim Lemon and Brian Jones. But the link up there has to be almost natural because they're going to be next to each other on almost every other play coming forward on offense. Not going to stand alongside of each other like the famous Brazilian duo of Bebeto and Romario, but the thing that Dale Schilly likes about Mike Ambersley is that he will continue to make the runs to go to find the game. He will come back deep. He'll make the long run for that long ball. So it's a nice combination. And the thing that I would like to see, Brian Gall do, is shoot from distance because he has a prolific left foot. He's more than capable of shooting from distance, and if he's going to be in the central part of the field, he'll get those opportunities.
Yeah, test the goalkeeper. Evan Newton is the goalkeeper for OKC Energy. As Bill mentioned, he's playing 17 games this season for OKC. He's got a 1.35 goals against average, but you know, what do they say? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? So test him.
Have a go. And you see these teams during training, in particular St. Louis FC, on a weekly basis, they work on the finishing consistently.
We'll take a break here from Soccer Park. When we come back, it will be the kickoff between OKC FC Energy and St. Louis FC. That's coming up next right here on the Big 550 KTRS. Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. Joe Pott in for Bob Ramsey tonight alongside Bill McDermott. Jim Hewer is here as well. He had our pregame show. He'll have halftime and the postgame show for you here on the Big 550. Thanks as well to the folks at Fat Chimp Studios doing all the hard work, that showing you all the nice pictures that you see on our YouTube stream as well. They just show the officials there as we get a look at them.
Craig Dubka, the referee in charge tonight. Justin Mack, the AR, along with Dooley Dewey-Savage. And Jacob Post is the fourth official.
Happy you could join us here tonight. It's a warm one here at Soccer Park. And as we've talked about numerous times, it's about getting the 3 points for St. Louis FC and getting their second home win of the season here tonight. Coming off a road trip, they split, falling at Montreal, winning against Toronto thanks to an own goal. Back here looking for the 3 points here tonight.
And Dale Shilley told me during the week, after training on Thursday in particular, Joe, that we got back to basics in the Toronto game after the debacle. And that's how he termed it in Montreal. And he said it's really simple. At this time of the year, you're either good enough to play or you're going to have to come over here and stand next to me or sit next to me. Because this is make or break the next 3 weeks. He's talked about some of the players who has really improved. Ray Dubka, the man in charge tonight. Jacob Boucher was very happy with his play against Toronto. And he moved James Musa to center back. Put Musa at center back next to Sam Fink because he told me he needs his experience, needs his organizational skills, and he said he got a little bit caught up in his performance at midfield in the Minnesota Open Cup game. And he continued to use him there, but in actuality, I'm going to leave him at center back because of that experience, that wealth of experience that he has, even just at 22 years of age.
St. Louis FC takes the field wearing their navy, typical home kit for St. Louis, while OKC Energy FC wears the primarily green kit. They are green on top, white shorts, green socks.
As we mentioned, Joe Pop, they line up with a 4-3-3 formation. They did that in the last game. It was a 1-1 tie against Tulsa. So they come into this game. They are in fifth place in the Western Conference. And that Western Conference, Joe, just 3 points. Just 3 points separate the 6th place team and the 11th place team. So it is really tight over in the Western Conference.
Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers for the best selection and price on quality brand name tires. And the best in expert auto service. For convenience and value, get into Dobbs. Thanks to Dobbs. Don't forget this telecast of St. Louis FC Soccer, presented by LHM, your staycation retreat. Thanks to all of our sponsors and supporters. St. Louis FC help bring you these games on the air, whether it be on the Big 550 KTRS or online. Happy you can join us wherever it is you're tuning in from. I'm Joe Pott alongside Bill McDermott. Jim Hewer is here as well, and we are underway. St. Louis FC with the kick. They started off, and it's Rankin now on the near sideline for St. Louis FC. Charles Rankin with the ball. He'll play it back, and they'll work backwards now using their defense. This is Fink playing it across the far side. St. Louis FC looking to start on that far side now, trying to get Takata to make the run there, and it's taken away momentarily, put back into the mix there. Now OKC's got it for the first time tonight. On the far side it goes for the Energy. Just underway here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park in Fenton. Happy you could join us on a warm night here in St. Louis. OKC has not been a very good team away from Oklahoma City. They'll try to change that here tonight. St. Louis looking for a much-needed 3 points from this one.
And St. Louis won that first encounter way back in April. It seems like an eternity ago, doesn't it, Joe? April 25th was in Oklahoma, a 2-1 win. Jameel Hardware and Mike Embersley with the goals in that one.
St. Louis would like to duplicate that tonight. However, those 3 points come. Rankin nearly took it away there from Duke, and a whistle, and it's coming out for OKC. Just underway, about 1:20 into the match here tonight.
Good work by Charles Rankin playing on the flank this evening. On that right flank, Kentaro Takata. Opposite him on the left flank, wearing number 10, and Dale Shilley told me that Takata Has been playing well lately. Came in late in the game against Toronto, and he has warranted this start for St. Louis FC.
Boy, I don't think you can ask for much more as a player than you have a good week of training, you have a good week of practice. You're going to be rewarded with a start or with some significant playing time.
And a solid week of training for St. Louis FC is significant because, granted, I have not seen every team around the league train, but man, you talk about some competitive sessions. They really are, and they make each other work. Everybody's trying to get a job. Nick Bibbs, wearing number 13 on the USL Team of the Week last week, played superbly against Toronto. He gets the nod right back.
Right in the middle, that's Bouchou, and he'll play it backwards for Musa, and out to the far side it goes. 2 minutes into this one. No score early going. Both teams feeling each other out. Long flighted ball in, and the flag is up on the near side for an offside call.
And that's the type of ball that Mike Ambersley will run after. Joe, we talked about the fact that sometimes Ambersley will come back to get the ball from the midfield inside the center circle. Other times he'll do the running for the long ball out of the backfield, this time from James Musa.
And now Oklahoma City will work it out of the back. Near side it comes for Christian Duke, and Duke with the long ball in. Pushing and shoving there, and Oklahoma City able to pull it down, and it's Dahlgaard now. Right here in the middle. He'll play Duke out to the far side. Christian Duke had it taken away. Dahlgaard back with it again, and St. Louis FC manages to come away with it. This one just by Gall. Now headed back in, there by Fink, the Edwardsville native. Picked up by Takata. For Rinkin on the near side. Rinkin on this right side. Back in for Quintero Takata. He lets it go right to the middle for Bouchou, and Bouchou will play it out wide. 3:30 gone here in this one. Gall now in the middle. Product of Bradley. He'll tap it back towards the midfield. St. Louis FC controlling possession for the most part. Energy have had a couple of runs at it, but it's been primarily St. Louis FC tonight, and we'll come all the way back for Alec Can, the goalkeeper for St. Louis.
Dale Schiller was talking about Alec Can getting the nod tonight, the starting goalkeeper. Very confident with his play lately. He's very gifted with his feet, good with distribution, and very composed as a goalkeeper for St. Louis FC.
St. Louis FC has been fortunate. Two very good goalkeepers in Alec Can and Mark Pace.
Yeah, very much so. Very much are both experienced goalkeepers. Both want to get in that first 11. They push each other. Brian Jones works all the goalkeepers out extremely hard during the course of the week, during those training sessions I just mentioned a moment ago.
I know Coach Jones quite well. Spent 7 seasons at SIU Edwardsville, including last season as the co-head coach as they play it back. Oklahoma City does for their goalkeeper, Evan Newton, who has played 17 games thus far for Oklahoma City.
7-4-6 for Evan Newton. The guy who's really lighting it up for the Rochester Rhinos goalkeeper-wise is Brandon Miller. Has 9 shutouts so far for the Rhinos, and therein lies the reason
why you don't lose, right?
Therein lies the reason why they've only had 6 goals scored against them. That's impossible. That's impossible.
That's a pretty unreal stat.
They've played 18 games. They've had 7 goals scored against them.
Tapped right in the middle there by Casey Townsend. And this is Koenig, dangerous Koenig with it on his foot in the box, and they'll play it out, and Takata able to clear it out. Gall trying to control for St. Louis FC. Back for Rinkin. Actually, now it's Rinkin. That's Bibbs back there on the back left side for St. Louis FC. Back right side, really, for St. Louis FC. This is Quintero Takata right through the middle to nobody in particular, and it's going to come all the way back for Newton, the goalkeeper for Oklahoma City.
Quintero Takata went back to get that ball from Brandon Barkridge. Received turn. He tried to play that ball on the ground to Ambersley, which is the play. Then you're off and running.
Christian Duke on the far side, near side rather, for Oklahoma City, and he'll tap it up front. Dahlgaard lost his footing, and it's picked up there by Can, who just has to knock it out of play, and a little confusion back there, I think.
Had to make that clearance quickly. Yeah, wasn't anybody available to play the ball out of the backfield, but good work nonetheless by Rinkin to get back and do the defending against an always dangerous number 7, Sebastian Dahlgaard. Ball breaks loose there for Alec Can.
Near side, this is Sanchez, and it's Cleared away by Bibbs. It's going to be a throw-in for Oklahoma City. 6.5 minutes gone in this one. At Worldwide Technology Soccer Park, St. Louis comes in at 5-7-6, 21 points. In the Eastern Conference, OKC Energy at 7-5-6, 27 points in the Western Conference.
And the Harrisburg City Islanders are 1 point right now ahead of St. Louis FC in that Eastern Conference standings, Joe. And
Dahlgaard tried to get a shot away, couldn't do it. They play Pittsburgh tomorrow, is that right?
Indeed they do. They play Pittsburgh tomorrow. The next weekend they're at Richmond. And again, looming large is that Sunday, September 6th matchup between St. Louis FC and Harrisburg City. One of the key things to look at, though, is that Harrisburg City has two games. They've only played 16 games, whereas St. Louis FC has 18.
Nice defending right there by Bouchou. Great tackle, and here comes Rinkin on this near side for St. Louis FC for Takata, and the little flick ahead, and the flag is up.
Mike Ambersley caught forward, in behind those last defenders. Good tackle there from Jacob Bouchou. Always willing to do the sliding tackling to win the ball anyhow. Great ball winner.
Into the middle it comes. This is Brandon Barklage for St. Louis. Barklage with lots of room, and he's going to play it off to the near side. And room now for Fink. Fink will play it long. Ambersley trying to make a run on the near side here, and back to get it is Duke, and a whistle.
Foul whistled up against Mike Ambersley. He did the pushing against that last defender en route to get the ball. Again, Ambersley willing to do the running, chase those long balls. Now, however, being about 85 to 90 degrees at game time, he's not going to be chasing too many of those balls.
Yeah. And that really could play a part as we get longer in this game. Fitness is going to be a huge part in a night like tonight.
Dale Shilley tells me consistently that there's a big difference between being fit and being healthy. The majority of the team right now is both.
There's Duke again, who goes to ground. Dahlgaard up with it in the box for Oklahoma City, but it's taken away.
Good tackle in the open field by Sam Fink in the penalty area. Did not foul.
Bouchou now ahead for Ambersley. Right along the near sideline in front of the benches, and that one's knocked out of play. Van Compernol, the 21-year-old defender from Dallas, Texas, knocked it out of play. 9:15 gone here in the first half.
Yeah, Van Compernol played for the Dallas Texans and his youth team. That's a really powerful team coming from the Dallas area. But his intercollegiate soccer at University of North Carolina, Wilmington. Jimmy Nielsen in the foreground, the White Puma, as Joe Pop referred to him. That was his nickname, playing for Sporting Kansas City. Goalkeeper for Peter Vermees, playing up in Kansas City.
Got the Open Cup and the MLS Championship back-to-back years.
He joined Kansas City. Joined Kansas City, Joe, in February of 2010, a two-time All-Star. In 2012, MLS Goalkeeper of the Year. And as we mentioned, his last game, December 7th, 2013, when Sporting KC won the MLS Cup over Real Salt Lake.
Reading about Jimmy Nielsen, they said he oftentimes, it would not be unusual for him to stop the car and go play in a pickup game with some little kids in the park, and have a guy like that to show up and play pickup soccer with you. That's pretty cool.
And at Sporting Park, sometimes prior to the games, he would bring a player out of the stands to strike balls at him to warm him up.
That's awesome. I want to talk about growing the sports. That is certainly the way to do it. 10:38 gone here in the first half. Scoreless here at Marshall Wireless Stadium at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. Joe Pott, Bill McDermott with you. High atop the press area here at Soccer Park on a warm night. There's the long pass to the far side. Brought down. Now it's Takata on that far sideline for St. Louis FC. Back to the middle, and they'll play it through Gall, and now it'll come right back. Ryan Gall taps it right back in the middle. That's Barklage for Bouchou now. Bouchou just inside the offensive half, and a whistle and a quick restart for St. Louis FC. Gall on the far side. Playing it right into the middle now. Oklahoma City back to turn it out. Cleared it over the half line, and it's picked up there by James Musa. Musa will leave it for Fink, and Fink's got some room to run here on the right side for Bibbs on the sideline. Bibbs cuts it back for his left foot. Now taps for Rankin and gets it right back, and Bibbs will play it back for Fink again. 11:50 gone. Another long pass to the far sideline as St. Louis FC trying to switch fields here in the first half, trying to get something started. Barklage right in the middle. Little tap in front, and Ambersley, and we've got a whistle, and it's going to be a foul against Mike Ambersley.
You know, these fouls that are being called on Ambersley cannot be consistently going against him. He is running for a loose ball, trying to get on the end of it, battling that last defender. Here he is doing the running. Seems to be a legitimate 50-50 challenge, but not according to the referee.
Not only that, I think he might have been a little bit closer than Cyprian Hedrick, who went to ground there.
Yep.
And Hedrick kind of initiated contact right there. 12.5 minutes gone here in the first half. We've got a throw on the near side for Oklahoma City FC, right in front of the bench for St. Louis FC, right in front of head coach Dale Schilly.
There's Christian Duke. He was a supplemental pick in the 2013 MLS draft by Sporting Kansas City.
There he is again, and he'll tap it back for his goalkeeper, Newton. Newton will play it to the far side. 13 minutes gone here in the first half. The crowd is still filing in. This is going to be a nice crowd tonight. Here's Rankin into the box. It's just a couple of steps in front of him, and Newton out to get it.
Just that first touch from Charles Rankin. That's a good ball on the ground from Kentaro Takata. It's on the ground. It's at his feet. He can receive and turn. He just did just that. Just got away from him. Showed a little bit too much of the ball to the last defender.
It's another pass over the top and a whistle. And I think it was just an offside call. It was the official on the far side that had the flag up. I didn't catch that right off the bat.
But Ambersley getting much more actively involved in this. Gall moving up to play a little bit alongside of him now. But the thing that has to be key for St. Louis FC in this 4-2-3-1 formation, the players on the flank, like Kentaro Takata, Charles Rankin, they have to contribute to the offense consistently. Get balls in from the flank, make themselves dangerous out of the wide position.
Musa and Fink working it in the back for St. Louis FC. Now it's Bibbs with a step right in for Rankin, just inside the sideline. Rankin works it in the midfield for Brian Gall, and it's taken off his foot. OKC Energy with it again. They'll play it back to the goalkeeper. That is Van Compernol. Duke.
Yeah, the thing that Rankin will have to do coming in off that flank, Joe, is to vary his play as opposed to always playing square to that midfielder. Perhaps look long occasionally, try to find Ambersley on the ground at his feet at the tip of that penalty area arc, and then run on to the return. He certainly has the speed to do so.
Out of play along the far sideline. St. Louis FC will throw it in. 14:50 gone here in the first half. So we look at Mike Ambersley.
Scored one of the two, as I mentioned, in their first victory back in April against this Energy FC squad.
In fact, it was exactly 3 months ago.
On the 25th of April.
We were talking about how fast this summer is going.
This team started working out. First date was February 16th when they began to train for this upcoming expansion season for St. Louis FC.
Here we are with just about 10 games to play here in the regular season.
After tonight's show, 9 games left, 5 home, 4 away. Excuse me, that's vice versa. 5 away and 4 home. Excuse me.
Takata with a head there, and here is Gall in the midfield. Taken away. This is Sanchez.
Nice work by Sanchez. Used his body there as a shield to keep it away from Bushu. Energy FC keeps it in the process.
Sanchez playing it near side for Gareth Evans. Now it's Duke again on the near sideline for Oklahoma City. Duke cuts it back into the midfield, and he'll play it into the center circle for Sanchez once again. Sanchez with some room to the outside, and he plays it that way. Far sideline, the touch there from Byskoff, Michael Byskoff, who had been on the roster. He actually wasn't on the roster we saw prior to the game, and then he's on the roster, or on the lineup card that we got just before the game.
Played in their last game, their 1-1 tie against Tulsa.
Bibbs and Rankin now on the near sideline for St. Louis FC. And there with Bushu now. Bushu carries across midfield for St. Louis. Bushu still with it, with some room. Rankin will make a run to the near corner. Rankin with it for St. Louis. The cross into the far post. Nobody is there for St. Louis FC, and it's easily taken by Oklahoma City.
Uncomfortable, very nicely done. The ball sent over to the opposite post, coolly, calmly, just nods it back to his goalkeeper, Evan Newton.
I like the idea from Rankin, carried all the way to the corner and put a nice pass into the far post, but nobody was there.
You want a flank player to get forward, get balls over.
17 minutes into the first half here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. We'll take a look at the run there, Bill, from Rankin.
Play the ball forward so that Rankin can run onto it. Receives, looks up, plays it to the second post, to the opposite post. Here's that last defensive play by Van Kampernoll. Very, very nicely done. Jacob Van Kampernoll.
Oklahoma City trying to retain in the midfield, and St. Louis FC takes it away, and they'll come all the way back for Can. Can will swing it out to this near side for Sam Fink. Sam Fink on the near sideline. On the ground for Bibbs. Nick Bibbs with it, with some room. And he'll come back again and all the way into the box, and Fink will handle it. Now he'll leave it for Can, who will hit it with the left foot. Oklahoma City there to take it away, though. Far sideline, Byskoff again for Oklahoma City. 18 minutes into the first half now. The warm night here in suburban St. Louis, and that one out of play and out over the stands along the far side. St. Louis-based Worldwide Technology is a proud supporter of the St. Louis FC and soccer in St. Louis, recognized by Fortune magazine as one of the top 100 best places to work 4 years in a row. Worldwide Technology understands that with the right culture and teamwork, great things happen.
Kavanaugh and Tom Strunk and Joe Koenig, I think they're all in attendance here this evening. The main hierarchy of Worldwide Technology.
St. Louis FC with it. Near sideline for Bibbs, who's got plenty of room. And he'll tap it off for Bouchou, still with a lot of room. Bouchou.
That's what a player like Bouchou has to do. He has to, when the wide back has it, there's no place to go forward. He has to go find the game to make it easier to play out of their own backfield.
Bibbs again on the near side. Now it's Rankin along the sideline. A little tap in for Ambersley, and back now for Bibbs. 19 minutes gone, first half. Sam Fink in the backfield for St. Louis FC. He'll play it to the far side for Musa, who will tap it across the midfield line for Takata. Now in the middle. Ryan Gall. Takata again. Rankin's up in there now. It's Bibbs again. Rankin making a move towards the corner, but Bibbs has got room to the center, and now he'll come outside for Ambersley, who's way outside for St. Louis. Rankin turns it around. Near sideline, Nick Bibbs, and it's again Takata right in the middle for St. Louis. Tried to swing it in the box. It's knocked away. Back in there is Bouchou to keep it alive, but Oklahoma City has it. On the near side, it's Dalgard. He'll play it into the middle.
Good work by Energy FC to get back, defend, not allow anything to get through by St. Louis FC.
Gareth Evans is that number 5 there in the middle. He's listed as 6'1", 200. Boy, he looks a lot bigger than that.
Player from Wales, number 5, Gareth Evans. He's got to be happy. The latest FIFA rankings, Wales comes in at number 10. That's unheard of, due in large part to this guy named Gareth Bale. They've been doing well in the European qualification process so far.
No score here, and this is Evans, and he'll play it along the near side now. This is Duke, and he'll launch one into the 6-yard box, and it's handled easily by Can, who comes off his line.
Yeah, ball flatted like that from the left back. It's what you're looking for, but it has to come into the penalty area. You cannot allow the goalkeeper to make a play.
Right. Nobody in there at all to challenge.
Nope. You have to make the goalkeeper play.
Here's a look at that again. Just a little left foot shot. Can had no issue at all with that one. St. Louis FC with it again. Bibbs again on this near side, the right side. Playing it in for Ambersley, but it's knocked away and out of play over the near sideline in front of the OKC Energy FC bench. 21 minutes gone here in the first half. St. Louis FC with the throw. Rankin again. And Bibbs on the near side. Barklage, and now they'll play it back for Sam Fink. Fink in the defensive end. Plays it straight across for Musa, and he'll give it right back to Fink. Fink will play it across for Ambersley, and Ambersley to this near side for Bibbs. Bibbs just outside the 18, puts it right in the middle. Takata comes down with it, and the shot is wide.
That play is made possible by the fact that Mike Ambersley comes back, make it easy to play out of the midfield, enabling Nick Bibbs to overlap him, get around on the right flank. The end result, Kentaro Takata just at the tip of the penalty area, or just inside the penalty area, shoots it wide, but good movement from St. Louis FC to get 3 or 4 different players involved in the attack.
That was not a terribly easy ball to settle, too. It was kind of up a little high, and he got that right leg up and brought that down nicely.
Brought it down nicely. Ambersley comes forward, shows, makes it easy to play out of midfield. Bibbs overlaps and gets the ball over.
22 gone here in the first half. No score. Neither team with a real great scoring chance just yet, as Takata takes it away on the far side, and he'll play it back for Can, and Can just has to clear it out. And credit to Alec Can for keeping that ball in play and clearing it out over the midfield. They'll come all the way back for Newton. G&W Meat and Bavarian Style Sausage Company is proud to be the official brat of St. Louis FC, celebrating 50 years as a family-owned St. Louis tradition. You can't beat G&W Meat. Joe Pott, Bill McDermott, Jim Hewer here with you from Worldwide Technology Soccer Park on the Big 550 KTRS and on our St. Louis FC YouTube channel. Tom Williamson's the director there for Fat Chimp Studios. Thanks to all the camera folks braving the heat with us and bringing you St. Louis FC soccer here tonight from Soccer Park. Whistle on the far side. This is going against St. Louis FC. This is going to be a free kick for Oklahoma City, just along that far sideline. And
Michael Biscoff keeping the ball there, fouled by Parker Marr out on that left flank. Biscoff went to the ground fairly quickly in that challenge with Parker Marr, but nonetheless, the dead ball, as you pointed out, Joe, in a very dangerous position. This will be flatted right into the penalty area. Be careful with number 9, Danny Koenig here. Very good in the air as well as with his feet.
Evanson right in the middle there as well, and this one's a little deep. And actually was Bibbs who got his head on it for St. Louis FC. Allowed the defense some time to get out. It's out over this near sideline. It'll be a throw for Oklahoma City. Not quite out of danger yet. 24 minutes gone here first half. Soccer fans saw how dangerous set pieces can be with Jamaica's semifinal win over the U.S. in the Gold Cup.
What a magnificent goal that was. The second goal for Jamaica. I think there could have been 5 goalkeepers in there, Joe, and that wouldn't have been stopped. And by the way, speaking of the United States national team, the U.S. was drawn into Group C with Trinidad and Tobago. They also played the winner of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Aruba and Antigua, and also the Barbuda and Guatemala teams. That's a CONCACAF semifinal round. The first home game is either going to be Friday, November 13th or Tuesday, November 17th. No sign yet, no notification as to where it's going to be played, but the United States at least knows now, getting into the semifinal round, who they're going to be playing and what they have to do to get the rush in 2018.
They do a home and home with each of those in the group, is that right?
Before you get to the hexagonal, where the final 3 teams and a 4th playoff team is selected to go to the World Cup.
25 minutes gone here in the first half. No scores. St. Louis FC and OKC Energy FC from the soccer park here just outside of St. Louis. St. Louis FC with it near side. It's Rinkin. Rinkin had it taken away, and it's Sanchez for OKC. Realizes he didn't have a play to his goalkeeper, so he comes out for Duke along the near sideline, and now it's Evans. Evans trying to touch it back for Byskov. Instead, it's taken away. This is Rinkin just outside the 18. Rinkin is square ball across and nobody there. Tenkata was making the run, and he was just a step ahead of the ball.
Kentaro Takata made that run on a diagonal, going towards that near post, looking for the redirection. Ball played to him on the ground by Charles Rinkin. Rinkin, as of late, the last 5 to 10 minutes, getting much more actively involved in the game. Out on this right flank.
Goal into the middle now. This is Rinkin, left foot shot, and it just eludes the goalkeeper, but it's just wide.
And this time Rinkin comes in off the right flank to make himself available right at the tip of the penalty area arc. Shoots with his left foot. It's going to be just wide of the opposite post. Initially thought that Evan Newton, the goalkeeper, might have gotten a hand to that, but he did not. Number 11, Charles Rankin.
You were talking about Brian Gall shooting from distance. It was Rankin that time from outside the penalty area. And we've got an OKC player down on the turf there, and he looks to be in a little bit of pain. And so,
yeah, that's Van Kampernoll.
Yep. They call the athletic trainer out to have a look.
Pretty much a constant in their first 11 is number 2. And this is the water break, usually at the 30th, 30 to 35th minute, and then 75th as well, when the referee deems it necessary because of the weather. And it's deemed necessary tonight for sure.
Yeah, I mean, folks may not realize, and it's the heat, it's the humidity, and you get out there on that turf, it makes it a little worse.
Positively, really compounds it. Really compounds it. But
this very, very well might be what Van Kampernoll is dealing with, a cramp of some sort from that very thing, just a little dehydration.
As you talked about, Joe, just a moment ago, though, after tonight, there's just nine games remaining. And for St. Louis FC, 5 are going to be away, 4 at home. They go on the road after this game to play at the New York Red Bulls, then back at home on August 8th against Montreal, then back on the road against Charleston. They have 6 games during the month of August, so a busy month late in this season as Van Kampernoll makes his way off the field. He'll be able to come back on the next guaranteed substitution if indeed Jimmy Nielsen deems it fit that he can continue to play.
Well, Veta Sports has its 6 locations in the metro area, offering indoor and outdoor adult soccer leagues with men's, co-ed, and women's divisions. Register a team or sign up for a house team. Details at vetasports.com. Get your friends together and play soccer. 28.5 gone here in the first half, and teams have had their water break. And Kampernoll has been looked at by the athletic trainer for OKC Energy. He is back out there on the field for OKC. They wear the green tops, white shorts, St. Louis FC, and the full navy kits. The yellow numerals on the back. This is Fink defending, and that's the very dangerous Danny Koenig we talked about at the top of the broadcast, the leading scorer right now in the USL, 14 goals, and he's asking the referee.
Running with Sam Fink, that last defender back, number 9 against number 3. Koenig whistled up for the foul. But he does the chasing. He'll do the dirty work as well as the glory work, and that is the finishing. 14 goals, 3 assists so far for Energy FC.
Nearing the half-hour mark here, and we've got a whistle. And Brian Gall is going to start it for St. Louis FC.
Charles Rankin had the ball unmolested, uncontested out on this right flank for the advantage rule, but the referee brought the ball back for the free kick, and Brian Gall will whistle this into the penalty area. Coming up out of the backfield will be Sam Fink, looking for a redirection here.
Here it comes, lifted at the top of the box. The header is down, and it's out of play, and the Musa let that go for a corner kick. First corner of the night for St. Louis FC.
And Brian Gall again on this corner kick. St. Louligans, as always, in top form tonight.
Right in front of them right there. He'll hit this with the left foot. It's going to swing out towards the top of the 6-yard box. Here it comes. And a little pushing and shoving. No whistle there.
Nick Bibbs looked to be clearly pushed as he was going for that flighted ball in the corner kick from Brian Gall.
And he was up in the air when contact was made. At least that's what it appeared from here, is that he had gone up for the header and got a hand maybe in the solar plexus, the ribs, somewhere there from OKC Energy. And they've got it back now. This is Sanchez on the near side for OKC and Duke. Now Sanchez again. Sanchez with some room, trying to play it off, and instead it's taken away. Ambersley right at midfield. Ambersley will play that on the near side. This is Bouchou for St. Louis FC. Bouchou trying to work it back into the top of the box. Leaves it for Rankin. Rankin will come outside, give it back for Bibbs. 31 minutes gone. Bibb now for Barklage. Musa now right in the center circle for St. Louis FC, to the far sideline for Marr. 31 minutes gone. Marr carries in and it's headed away. Oklahoma City trying to clear. St. Louis FC has controlled the possession. They've had a couple of decent scoring opportunities. Neither team has found the back yet. Here's a look at that play.
Here's the prior corner kick. Well, first of all, after the push, he was held. So one of the two is a penalty kick.
Got to be called, right. Let one go, but not both. So OKC maybe getting away with one.
And Barklage battling against Sebastian Dahlgaard. Dahlgaard very active in the central part of the field for Energy FC, as is Barklage, playing in one of the holding positions for St. Louis FC.
Restart coming from just inside midfield, right to the top of the box. Gall got a head on it. Ambersley brings it down, and his shot is blocked. Headed right back in. Now Barklage for St. Louis FC. Barklage winds up and fires one high over the bar. Couple of opportunities. Ambersley had a good look. He just had a defender right on him when he turned to take that shot.
Coming into the penalty area. This is the prior play on a corner kick. Number 9, Danny Cooney, back to defend. First of all, he held Nick Bibbs, and then he pushed him.
Ambersley, top of the box for Rinkin. Rinkin couldn't get a shot away. It's cleared away, and we'll have another corner for St. Louis FC. It's coming from this near side.
Ambersley had the ball on his feet, very close inside the penalty area. Look for the run of number 11, Charles Rinkin. That first touch betrayed him. Here is Ambersley, somewhat awkwardly, but nonetheless gets it to number 11, Rinkin. Showed a little bit too much of the ball to that last defender. He clears it in the process. Corner kick for St. Louis FC. Good running nonetheless by Rinkin to try to attempt to make things happen coming in from a wide position.
Goal serves the corner, back post, and it's punched away by Newton, the OKC goalkeeper. Bibbs trying to pull it down, and it's knocked out of play, and it'll be a throw for OKC.
Off that corner kick, a good punch clearance by the goalkeeper, Evan Newton. He's been their stalwart, played in 17 of their 18 games.
Yeah, much different situation than as we've talked about here between Mark Pace and Alec Can, where you have two very good, very experienced goalkeepers, and at least early in the year they were almost splitting time completely right down the middle. Now Can has kind of emerged here recently, but it's a totally different situation. OKC. Newton has been the guy in goal.
And our other goalkeeper is Ray Clark. He's only played in one game so far. And like my Mark Pace, St. Louis FC goalkeeper, did some of his intercollegiate work at University of Tulsa.
10 minutes to play here in the first half. OKC trying to get something started. That shot from Sanchez blocked twice, out of play now by Bouchou, and it's going to be the first corner of the night for OKC.
Nice defending from Jacob Bouchou, but wonderful work by Sanchez to keep that play alive. He wouldn't let it die inside the penalty area.
Sanchez will hit it with the right foot from this near side corner. Here it comes. Top of the 6-yard box, headed down. Evans trying to keep it in. Right to the top of the box, and Takata got a head on it for St. Louis FC. Duke puts it right back in for OKC. Near side, it's Sanchez again. Sanchez in towards the top of the 18. Right into the 18, and it's taken away there. Back this way comes St. Louis FC. Rinkin with lots of room to run on this right sideline. Rinkin carries into the offensive end for St. Louis FC. Pushes into the corner, and it's a step in front of Ambersley, and out of play on this near sideline.
That's an unforced error that cannot be made. When you get the ball, you're going forward on the dribble, check your options, look, find the player on the ground at his feet, then run for the return.
Especially on a counterattack like that. After a corner kick, you've got some room to make the run out there.
On the break, coming out of your own backfield. Don't carelessly give it away.
Whistle and a foul going against OKC. Bibbs was right on the ball. Gall is going to take this restart.
Bouchou is always actively involved. Anywhere close to that center circle. Hard tackler, good ball winner.
Inside of 10 minutes left here in the first half. No score. Lots of options right at the top of the 18-yard box. Gull serves it up. The header is up and down. It'll be out of play. It will go for a corner kick. Third of the night for St. Louis FC. Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers for the best selection and price of quality brand name tires and the best in expert auto service for convenience and value. Get to Dobbs.
Right beneath the St. Louis, Mike Ambersley on a corner kick this time from the left flank. Right footer.
Yep, we'll hit it with that right foot. Here it comes. Right to the 6-yard box. Goal was waiting. It's down on this near sideline. Barklage will pick it up along the sideline. Rinkin now. Corner of the 18-yard. His shot was deflected away and finally cleared away by Dalgard. Takata puts it back in to the middle of the box. Right of the penalty spot. Bushu couldn't bring it down. Rinkin now. Rinkin hits one across the middle and it's knocked away. It'll be a throw for St. Louis FC.
Charles Rankin tremendously active tonight, either wide on the right flank or dribbling in towards the penalty area.
Rankin again into the middle. And it's Gall who couldn't get a shot away. It was deflected. Takata trying to put one back in. And it's knocked out of play. It's going to be the fourth corner of the first half for St. Louis FC.
That's the way to maintain offensive pressure. Your bigger players, your more experienced players like Brian Gall, keeping the ball active in the penalty area, number 10. Gataro Takata running onto that second ball, hits it just wide.
Gall will take the corner. Here it comes to the back post. Knocked away there by Newton, the goalkeeper. And on the break, coming out is Dalgard, and Dalgard couldn't hold on to it. Marr has it for St. Louis FC along the left side. Marr plays one into the middle of the box, and Newton is out to take it away.
Ooh, that's good goalkeeping from Evan Newton, not allowing Sam Fink to get any into that. He had a punch clearance just a second ago to get it out, providing no second ball. Good punch clearance, and then he plucked this one out of midair. Good goalkeeping.
Sanchez to the near side for Duke. Duke working it in, and he'll touch it outside for Townsend. Casey Townsend for OKC plays it into the box and headed right in the middle. Evans with the shot, punched away. Nice save made by Alec Can, the St. Louis FC goalkeeper. It's a corner for OKC.
That's a magnificent save by Alec Can. The ball at the tip of the penalty area. Good work from Energy FC. On the end result, on the bouncing ball, Michael Biscoff, he shoots it, hammers it into the ground, and there's Alec Can leaping up like a salmon out of fresh water. What a great save from Alec Can.
Sanchez will take the corner for OKC FC. Here it comes. 6-yard box headed away. Duke will try to keep it in for OKC, and he'll play it right out to Biscoff, who touches it up front. Energy with their best opportunity. That one is out across the sideline. It's going to be a throw-in. It's right from the corner, but it will be a throw for Oklahoma City.
Just shy of that corner kick spot in the 40th minute. OKC with a lot more offensive pressure simply because they're keeping the ball in dangerous positions anywhere in and around the penalty area, making the defense play from St. Louis FC.
Long throw into the box, and Sanchez was breaking free, and St. Louis FC wanted a handball right there. It's cleared away anyway. Ambersley making a long run, but over to take it away is Van Compernol for Oklahoma City. Back up front it comes. This is Barklage just in the offensive end. Barklage is wrapped up and then brought down on the whistle, and a yellow card.
But it's got to be yellow. First, it's a yellow card for senselessness, if nothing else, by number 5, Gareth Evans. He could have easily just tackled there and won the ball.
Interested in a refreshingly different banking alternative in the St. Louis market? Welcome to the world of Triad Banking. Your business, your family, your bank, triadbanking.com.
Here's number 5, Gareth Evans. Best 2 out of 3 falls against Brandon Barklage. The ground receives a yellow.
Yep. Fink lofts one into the box, but right to Evan Newton.
Too close to the goalkeeper. A talented goalkeeper like Evan Newton is not going to make a mistake on a ball like that.
St. Louis takes it away, coming back the other way. Here's Gull right in the middle for St. Louis FC. Brian Gull works it to the outside for Takata. Takata going up one-on-one with his defender Thomas. Plays it across the mouth of the goal. Rankin waiting but couldn't come down with it. They try to clear it. Barklage will pull it down for St. Louis FC on the near side. And Barklage works it back into the middle. Brandon Barklage touches it up front for Ambersley. Gall with a good flick, and the shot is high. Gall had a nice little flick to himself, Bill, and then the right foot shot went over the bar.
Wonderful work by Brandon Barklage. Calm, composed, plays it on the ground to Ambersley, who can put a little flick on it. Ambersley does just that. Into Brian Gall in a very tight space. Receives, as you pointed out, Joe Pott, with the outside of his left. Plays it to himself. Gets a shot off with his least favorite right foot. But whistles it just wide and high of that opposite post. Nice work, though, nonetheless, between Gall, Ambersley, and Barklage.
Yeah, some really pretty individual play right there by St. Louis FC. Still scoreless. 3 minutes to play here in the first half, not counting any stoppage time added on. No score yet from Soccer Park. Sanchez tried to play it for Duke, and he played it out over the near side. It'll be a throw for St. Louis.
A rare giveaway from number 10, Sanchez, who's very good with his back to play and on the turn. He usually starts the attack from that wide position.
Bibbs will toss it in for St. Louis FC. Taking his time, waiting to see what his options are, and he plays it right for Barklage, who gives it right back. Bibbs for Rankin, and the touch in for Ambersley. Ambersley carries into the 18-yard box for Takata. Takata had it taken off his foot. OKC Energy back the other way.
Nice tackle there from number 4, Cyprian Hedrick, inside his own penalty area.
And Fink will come all the way back for Can, with some pressure there from the dangerous Koenig.
Yeah, you don't do anything that's going to allow Koenig to get on the end of the ball. Be careful when he's around it.
And they've done that for the most part tonight.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of the things. You cut out the service to him and don't let him play.
That's right. Here's a good run on this near side by Bibbs. Bibbs will carry in towards the 18-yard box. Put one across the goal, but nobody there. Was just out of reach from Takata.
Good running out of the backfield from Nick Bibbs, a first 11 player in the USL Team of the Week last week. Got it over, looks up, curls it over, looks for Kentaro Takata. Ooh, if St. Louis FC had Brian McBride on their roster, it's 1-0 right now. Nice ball whistled in from Nick Bibbs.
Probably not Brian McBride now. Probably.
No. No, I still think now.
Maybe now. About a minute left here in the first 45 here from Soccer Park. Scoreless game, St. Louis FC, OKC Energy FC. Joe Pott, Bill McDermott with you. Jim Hewer producing.
Good there by Bibbs. Give it to Barklage. Let him be the guy who brings it forward.
Bibbs on the near, or Rankin rather, on the near side. Right in the middle. Takata couldn't get a side volley, and the header is almost in. Ambersley got the head on it, but the flag was up anyway. And what kind of hands did Newton have there just to stick that paw up and knock it out of the air?
Wonderful reactions from the goalkeeper, Evan Newton. The ball coming across the penalty area from Charles Rankin. Hitting it first time was Takata. Flicking it on the header was Mike Ambersley. He was whistled up offside, however, but nonetheless, wonderful reactions from the goalkeeper, Evan Newton.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now we see why he has been the goalkeeper for 17 of their 18 games, Joe. Very sure-handed.
2 minutes of added time here for the first half, and a scoreless one here thus far from Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. St. Louis-based Worldwide Technology, a proud supporter of St. Louis FC and soccer in St. Louis, recognized by Fortune magazine as one of the 100 best places to work 4 years in a row. Worldwide Technology understands with the right culture and teamwork, great things happen. OKC Energy trying to make a last run here at the end of the first half, and it's headed away.
By Sam Fink, who is always available anywhere close to a dangerous cross inside of his own penalty area.
Winding down this first half here from Worldwide Technology Soccer Park.
Sanchez there again, good on the ball. Received, turn, it wasn't on to go forward. He knocked it back to Van Compernoll.
A scoreless first half thus far. This one for Duke on the near side. OKC Energy working forward. Now it's Sanchez on a little give and go. Sanchez with some room. On this left side, Sanchez tried to cross, and it's knocked out of play. Barklage was there defending for St. Louis FC. It's going to be a corner for OKC Energy before this half comes to an end.
This could be dangerous. In the waning stages at the death of the first half. Good defending by Brandon Barklage against the always dangerous Sanchez coming up from the midfield area, especially on the flank. On this left flank, he's been tremendously dangerous.
Sanchez into the middle, and it's just out. It'll be out of play. Finally, the shot, but you can see there with his hands on his face, right in the middle is, I believe, it's Weiskopf, who just couldn't get a foot on that, and it sailed underneath him.
I think he was shocked that felt him inside the penalty area.
Can trying to let time run out here before he clears it away. Just couldn't get that right foot on it.
Yeah, that was number 5, Gareth Evans. He almost had that opportunity, Joe. Just eluded him.
Can will take this goal kick. Should be about the last play of the first half here. It is. He puts it in the air and the whistle goes. 45 minutes gone here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. We're scoreless between OKC Energy and St. Louis FC. Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers, the best selection and price on quality brand name tires and the best in expert auto service for convenience and value. Get into Dobbs. We've played one half of soccer here from Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. St. Louis FC has controlled possession. They've had a couple of opportunities, but neither team has found the back of the net here yet. Bill, it's scoreless as we go to half.
9 shots for St. Louis FC over visiting OKC Energy FC, but the thing that has been most impressive to watch is the fact that they're getting service into the penalty. They're getting some legitimate chances offensively, which heretofore in home games they haven't really been doing, imposing their offense, if you will, on the visitors. That has to be a key ingredient for the 4 remaining home games, as it has to be for the next 45 minutes.
Scoreless here at halftime. We'll take a break here on the Big 550. When we come back, Jim Hewer will have the halftime for you here from Soccer Park. No score between OKC Energy FC and St. Louis FC. Stay with us on the Big 550 KTRS.
Hey fans, tonight's season ticket member of the match is Tim Sutter. For his support, Tim will receive gift cards to our friends at
Want to help end cancer? Become part of the Light the Night Walk to raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. LLS has saved hundreds of thousands of lives since Light the Night first set out. Join the thousands who are taking steps to make someday today.
I felt like, the guys who were expecting to lead led in that game, and it was a crucial 3 points for us, because if, we come home with 1 point from that trip, it puts us in a bit of a bind. Yeah, it's something that it comes with maturity. Those 2 guys are really mature guys. Taka's an old pro. Nick's been a coach at the college level. He's a mature young man, and he's really stuck with it. Both of them, haven't had a whole lot of time through the season, and it's been tough on them. But the maturity that they've shown and the work ethic that they've shown day to day, they deserve that spot. And they went out, they proved themselves, they did a good job, and possibly be back in the lineup again tomorrow night. Yeah, it was a very good win for us early in the season, and I've done a fair amount of scouting of them since the game. A little bit's changed with them, not a whole lot. We will have confidence going into the game, knowing that we have gotten a result against the team. The one thing is, we haven't performed well at home. It's something we've addressed to the players. It's something that, they need to come to the stadium with a different mental approach, a different edge to them, so to speak. I think they take this crowd for granted at times. I think they take the atmosphere that we have here for granted at times. It really woke us up on the road to see what it's like and to truly appreciate and truly put the hard work in for the fans.
Hey FC fans, Mike Ambersley and Brandon Barklage here, asking you to help us help Mercy Kids. Tonight is Mercy Night at the Park. Mercy is the official medical provider for St. Louis FC and Scott Gallagher Soccer Club.
Look for Mercy Kids reps in the stands in the first half. They're selling tickets like these. Your chance to win one of 3 autographed FC jerseys and soccer balls.
Prize winners will be announced at halftime. So buy your tickets now.
100% of the proceeds go to support the work of Mercy Kids and Mercy Children's Hospital, the only full-service children's hospital in St. Louis County. Learn more about Mercy Kids at mercykids.org.
504 losses and 161 draws. That's a .681 winning percentage. His teams have won 12 Missouri State titles, 11 boys and 1 girls, while making 19 combined appearances in the Missouri State Championship game. He compiled his remarkable record through Aquinas, then combined Aquinas Percy, and now at Trinity. He absorbed the former Aquinas Percy and rose to high school in 2008. Along the way, Ray has coached players who went on to enjoy major success as both players and coaches. In all, Hank has produced 14 professional players and more than 16 thanks Coach Rick, all of his son, for the St. Louis soccer community. Hey man, follow St. Louis FC on social media. Stay up to date with everything going on in the club by liking us on Facebook, following us on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. As always, visit stlouisfc.com. Tickets, merchandise, and much more. Fans, please direct your baseball, golf, and soccer. Join Drew and other local programs directed by Blood Cancer Society. Langston Night Walk on Saturday, September 26th in Forest Park. The money raised through LLS supports life-saving research and provides patients with educational materials, support groups, and financial aid. Your participation brings health and hope to local patients. Form a team and learn more at lifeandlife.org/GHC. Together, we can bring light to the dark world of cancer.
Chip Pest Control, protecting homes and businesses from pests since 1959. Contact us today at one of our 3 locations to schedule your first appointment.
Hey fans, make sure to stick around after the game as players from St. Louis FC will be available for autographs. Players will be on the west sideline.
End of the second half here between St. Louis FC and OKC Energy FC. Bill, St. Louis controlled the possession in that first half, more scoring opportunities, but couldn't find the back of the net.
And therein lies the problem with their home games. They have not been able to consistently, but as you pointed out, tonight's a little bit better getting into the formation, but consistently has been the key. And therein lies the reason why they only have 1 home win. But getting forward on the flanks, Charles Rankin and Taro Takata, they continue to be troublesome. Mike Ambersley's been active in the penalty area. And the key against the visiting Energy FC is they're looking after number 9, Danny Kunik.
They are, without a doubt. I was going to mention that. We've hardly said his name. 14 goals coming in. He's the leading scorer in the USL, but they have so far denied him any real scoring chances tonight.
And that has to be one of your keys playing against this team. You know how prolific he is scoring goals. So cut off the service to him, and when he's close to the penalty area, in and around the penalty area arc, don't let him chase through balls. After you cut off that service, we certainly don't let him receive, turn, and go at your goalkeeper.
Alec Cann's been good in goal for St. Louis, hasn't been tested very much. Newton has been very good for OKC thus far.
Newton is very sure-handed. His punch clearances are well outside the penalty area, and he's been doing a good job. We talked about the fact that he's played in 17 of their 18 games. He's very sure-handed, good with distribution coming off his own line as well.
Do you expect any big changes for St. Louis FC coming out here in the second half?
I don't think right at the outset here of the second half, but I think some changes will be made. As a matter of fact, we didn't point out during the first half that Patrick Duty, who had been out with the Chicago Fire in MLS for 3 games, he is back with St. Louis FC tonight. May see some action at that left back position.
Good experience though. He's got up with the number 1 side there. Now he comes back and he's going to bring a lot of experience back.
And that's one of the reasons this league does exist when you have partnerships with MLS teams. He played 3 games in succession, was in the first 11, played the full 90 in all 3 of those games.
In fact, Kingsley Bryce is still up with Chicago right now.
Yeah. They've had a lot of injuries Chicago Fire has in this MLS season, so consequently what they have to do is get back into the formation of things offensively themselves, because they are last. They are last in their division.
We've got 45 minutes to play here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. It's a scoreless one thus far in that first half. St. Louis FC outshot OKC Energy FC 9-3. Corners were 4-3 in favor of St. Louis FC. Not a ton of fouls,
right?
Nothing major on the restarts or free kicks or anything like that. So, as we said, possession pretty much dominated by St. Louis FC. A couple of counterattacks by Oklahoma City in that first half. And as you see the players dousing themselves with water, it is very hot. It is very humid. It's warmer on that turf down there. We did have a water break around the half-hour mark. We'll have another water break here about the 70th minute, 75th minute perhaps. Don't forget this St. Louis FC telecast presented by LHM Lodging Hospitality Management, your staycation retreat. And thanks to all of our sponsors who bring you St. Louis FC soccer. I'm Joe Pott alongside Bill McDermott. Jim Hewer with you. You heard him in halftime on the Big 550 KTRS. He'll be back with the post game. Tom Williamson doing the directing on the TV side. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, thanks to him, thanks to all the folks at Fat Chimp Studios, bringing you everything here tonight. Just underway, second half. St. Louis in the navy kits. OKC Energy, green tops, white shorts, green socks. St. Louis moves from right to left here in the second half. OKC with a free kick coming up here to start this second half.
Yeah, both these teams, as a matter of fact, since you point out their team colors, Joe, both these teams wearing colors that are in their state flag. And here is Sanchez again, who's been very difficult either on the right or left flank.
Sanchez curling it towards the outside, headed away. Daugard couldn't bring it back down, and Ambersley turns it away for St. Louis FC. Come all the way back to the midfield, and they'll play it back for the goalkeeper, Evan Newton. Bill mentioned he's played in 17 games of the 18 thus far for OKC Energy FC. He has been the man between the pipes for Oklahoma City. St. Louis looking for an important 3 points tonight, just outside of the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference, and We talked about it in the first half. The big game comes tomorrow between Harrisburg City and Pittsburgh, who are right above St. Louis in the standings.
Right above them, Harrisburg City Islanders with 22 points out of 16 games. As you pointed out, Joe, St. Louis enters tonight, 21 points in 18 games, and Harrisburg and Pittsburgh link up tomorrow. As another important game, Rochester and Charleston, they play each other Sunday afternoon, and Rochester has to be aware of Dane Kelly.
Ambersley got loose to the top of the box, but out to clear it away is Newton.
Newton again alert coming off his goal line, and Mike Ambersley again willing to do the chasing. Kentaro Takata gets the ball from Brian Gall, immediately sends Gall through. The ball bounces in behind that last defender, number 4, Cyprian Hedrick. Ambersley almost ran onto it, but alert again was the goalkeeper, Evan Newton.
It's a heck of a pass from Takata, who put that one right between the defender.
And it was on the ground, it was at his feet, a ball he can handle, and it was early.
48th minute here at Soccer Park on the near side. Playing it ahead for OKC Energy is Michael Thomas. And all the way out over the end line, where it's taken by Can.
Thomas there, Joe, trying to find the run of number 9, Yanni Kunig from the Danish Superliga. We talked about the fact that he came over to this country and looking to possibly get into MLS, and he thought this league was going to be the correct avenue to do just that.
And as you mentioned, with putting up the stats he certainly has a shot. He's within a shot of the, in fact, the single season scoring record, which is 20 goals. He has 14 right now.
Yeah, Orlando City's, Joe. Orlando City's Kevin Molina did that. 20 goals last year. That's the record.
And there's a couple of veterans of the Danish Superliga here, and we mentioned Jimmy Nielsen is also Danish himself, and so a good connection there for some of those guys coming over and maybe getting their first taste of soccer here in the States.
Nielsen had represented Denmark at the youth levels.
Sanchez goes to ground, and I didn't see much contact there, but it was enough for the official to warrant a free kick right there, and this is going to be a dangerous restart.
Sanchez receives, goes forward. His first touch brought him into a troublesome position. And Jacob Bouchou whistled up for the foul, which was very light indeed, as you pointed out, Joe Pond.
I just didn't see much right there. There might have been a little contact, but I think Sanchez.
Gareth Evans talking it over with Sanchez.
Jacob Bouchou issued the yellow card there. That's the second card we've seen tonight. Gareth Evans, in fact, for OKC had one in the first half. 50th minute, this one is just about straight away from goal. You can see Alec Can there lining up the wall even with this near post here, and now he'll take his position towards that far post. Evans will hit it straight on to the wall. Will come all the way back out, and Sanchez will play it back into the far side. Now a ball over the top, headed away.
Cyprian Hedrick still forward on that last play, Joe. He's dangerous in the penalty area.
And Taro Takata now ahead for Ambersley. Ambersley working from this left side. Ambersley looking for space, trying to get into the middle. To the top, curling shot will go just outside the bar.
And that's where Ambersley is very dangerous. He comes in off the flank, receives the ball out of the backfield from Takata. 1-2 touches, cuts it across his body, across the defense, tries to curl it into the opposite side netting. Good work by Ambersley nonetheless, and another early ball out of the backfield from Takata.
I was going to say that because we've mentioned that a number of times. Yep. Takata's done a nice job distributing tonight. This is Rinkin, right through the middle for St. Louis FC. Pokes it out wide for Ambersley. Sanchez takes it away for OKC.
Dale Shilley and Tim Leonard would tell me on Thursday after training that Mike Ambersley just continues to do the work. An experienced professional in this league. He'll get forward. He'll do a lot of the chasing. He'll play with the ball on the ground at his feet. He'll run at people. He'll get stuck in a physical game. So he's the real package when you try to get balls forward offensively.
Scoreless game, 51st minute here at Soccer Park, and it's out of play. It'll be a throw for St. Louis. Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. for the best selection and price on quality brand name tires and the best in expert auto service for convenience and value. Get into Dobbs. After the throw, OKC on the move, far sideline, and some pushing and shoving as the ball is out over the line. It'll be a throw for St. Louis. Right there, you can see a little bit of the
Koenig, who's been battling Sam Fink all night long. We talked about Koenig, who has 14 goals, closely following him. Rob Vincent from Pittsburgh, who's having a wonderful season himself with 12 goals. Matt Fondy from Louisville, who is another player who's an absolute handful. Anywhere close to the penalty area, he has 11 to his credit.
People may not be aware of the talent that is in this league.
Very much so. And Dale Schilly continues to really be amazed by the talent that he sees in every. There is not an easy game in this league ever.
Well, and how about this? If they're not aware, as OKC gets a little bit of a break here on that far side, the cross is in front of goal, tapped in front, and it's knocked up in the air. Can got his foot on that. Takata will head it away. I was going to say, if they're not aware, they may be, because New York Red Bulls, made up of a lot of USL players, beat Chelsea in a match earlier, just about a week ago, when the top side had the Open Cup game the night before.
Exactly right, Joe. And this prior play, if there's anybody you want on the end of that cross ball, it's number 9, Danny Koenig. Good goalkeeping from Alec Can.
So the corner there from OKC, still not out of danger. That one's settled, put down by Dalgard and deflected away. That was the 4th corner for OKC tonight. Another shot in high, and it's headed away. OKC with some opportunity here. Gall trying to come out of the back for St. Louis FC. It's cleared off to this near sideline. Brought down, and Takata goes to ground, and this will be a whistle and a foul against OKC Energy.
Energy doing a much better job of keeping the ball, providing the offensive pressure of their own. Takata again doing the battling. He's fouled in the process as OKC tries to keep this ball forward. They've had some opportunities within the last 5 minutes, legitimate opportunities. A ball bounced at the feet of the goalkeeper, Alec Can. Almost converted for his 15th goal of the year by number 9, Danny Koenig.
Yeah, Can just got a boot on it. Was able to knock it up in the air. Now St. Louis will try to regain that possession they had. The play in over the top. The flag is up. Far side, the alternate has the flag up there. OKC players had their hands up just as the pass was made. But the flag does go up. It's an offside call against St. Louis FC.
Gamersley just in behind that last defender before the ball was struck.
$54-20 gone here in this one. Still scoreless at Marshall Wireless Stadium here in front of a big crowd. Forget the heat and humidity. The folks have packed it in here tonight and are seeing a tight battle between the second-year OKC Energy FC and the first-year St. Louis FC.
We talked about that Western Conference, Joe. That is really tight. Tulsa Roughnecks right now with 25 points. They beat Vancouver last night 4-0 in Vancouver. They're in 6th place with 25 points. The Austin Aztecs in 11th place with 21 points. So in the Western Conference, it's a real battle.
Yeah, it's within, I think it's, 6 points separate the last few teams in that conference. Really intense battle for the playoffs. Gall and Evans now having some words here on this near side.
Gareth Evans already playing with a yellow card. Meanwhile, in the Eastern Conference, the Rochester Rhinos, are they going to lose, Joe?
My goodness.
As Gareth Evans continues to harp at the referee. Like I said, already playing with the yellow. He has to be careful. Rochester Rhinos 11-0-7. Here's Brian Gall battling with the number 5, Gareth Evans. From behind, whistle it up for the foul.
Meanwhile, Musa will take the free kick right to the top of the box, and it's cleared away. Chasing it down on that far side is Nick Bibbs with lots of space for St. Louis FC. Bibbs works it into the middle. Now he'll come back this way. Parker Marr. Marr will turn it back around for his goalkeeper, Can.
Bibbs, the man responsible for starting the goal last week against Toronto. Eventually an own goal. Goes off of Marcus Godinho. That was the 1-0 win for St. Louis FC against Toronto last weekend. Brings this game. Oklahoma City tonight. Just 9 left, Joe, after this evening.
As you mentioned, just about split. 5 on the road, 4 here at home. Marr will throw it in from this near side for St. Louis FC. 57th minute here in the second half. Still scoreless.
Just to show you, Joe, about our theme about never being an easy game, Toronto beats Charleston last night. Skylar Thomas scores in the 88th minute. This was Toronto, who's in 10th place, against Charleston, who's in 2nd to Rochester.
88th minute. This one will come all the way back for Can. St. Louis will start it out of the back with Fink. Plenty of room, and he'll lay it off. Bouchou right in the middle of the field for St. Louis FC. Will play it to the far side for Bibbs. Bibbs along that far sideline. Neither team, by the way, with substitutes right now. Nobody up, nobody getting loose or anything as we play into the 58th minute here tonight.
Well, but Joe, we're not to that magical 60th minute yet. That's every team in the world changes at the 60th minute.
I wouldn't be surprised to see some changes, just if for no other reason that neither team has really created anything yet. And so you would expect that both head coaches may be looking for some different combination. We'll see if that is the case. We're scoreless here in the 59th minute now. Parker Marr with it for St. Louis FC. Touches it in the middle for Ambersley. Evans able to pull it out for Oklahoma City. This is Casey Townsend now here on this right side, and he'll come all the way back into the 18-yard box. And
Cyprian Hedrick, who's been very reliable in the central part of defense tonight for OKC. Mike Ambersley come back, receive that ball, turn, but you're not going to turn and get beyond number 5, Gareth Evans.
Hedrick, the Cameroon native, was in Phoenix last. We've got a whistle right at the midfield. It'll be a foul against St. Louis FC.
Charles Rakin, who wears number 11, tremendously active in that first half in particular.
Sanchez right in the middle for Oklahoma City. Back for Evans. Near side now for Thomas. Thomas will play it ahead in the near corner. This is Koenig on the near sideline. Just about to the 60th minute. That's Dahlgaard, rather. I said that was Koenig. Sebastian Dahlgaard.
Yeah, they interchange a lot, Joe. They do a lot of running. Both of them do. Number 7, Dahlgaard. Number 9, Koenig off the ball.
Michael Thomas will toss it in for OKC. Right to the near side of the 18-yard box. Bouchou there trying to pull it out. And a whistle goes against OKC. St. Louis-based Worldwide Technology is a proud supporter of St. Louis FC and soccer in St. Louis. Worldwide Technologies voted one of the 100 best places to work 4 years in a row. Worldwide Technology understands that with the right culture and teamwork, great things happen. And as I was giving you that spot on Worldwide Technologies, they tell us the attendance is 5,304. I think that's the largest crowd, if I have that right. The largest crowd of the year.
I think we have one of 5,200, Joe, a little bit earlier this season.
What was tonight?
5,304. You were right.
Yeah, so we're just higher, right? I think so. Because I have 5,280 from the opener, 5,260
right, yeah.
against New York Red Bulls on June 27th, and 5,304 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Standing room only tonight, our esteemed general manager Jeremy Alumba tells us. Battling the heat and humidity, and it hasn't stopped this crowd. They're loud. Rankin, top of the 18-yard box. His shot is deflected. It'll bounce out to the near side. Well, I have 2 little ones here tonight, and they were in the family zone before the game, and they've got their face painted, and they're soaking wet with sweat, and they don't care at all.
They don't care.
They are enjoying it. So
I saw a table inside of young girls, but under 9 or under 10. Who's your favorite player? Patrick Doody. Patrick Doody.
A whistle and a late call. It's going to go against St. Louis FC and Mike Ambersley right at the top of the 18-yard box.
Mike doing the chasing against Gareth Evans. Ball cut out. Good work by Nick Bibbs doing the tackling. Cuts it out. Won't let the play die. Continues to work. 1 foul, 2 fouls, 3 fouls. Either way, offensively or defensively.
Speaking of Nick Bibbs, Bill, just as we were seeing that replay, Bibbs kind of went down to ground, and again, you hope it is just cramping, and that happens a lot. Heat, humidity, if you're not getting enough hydration, that can happen, and he's going to sit back down on the turf there, and the teams are going to take the opportunity to get some water.
I think it is indeed just a cramp. Nick, who's been a real talented addition for St. Louis FC in this first year. Did some training with the Philadelphia Union. He also did some training, played in Sweden for a while. Played his intercollegiate soccer at Syracuse. They made it to the Sweet 16 in 2012. He's a great ball winner. Also plays the ball to the backfield nicely.
He's 24 years old.
Yeah, that's the real key to this league, and you see it around the world in the sport. Youth seems to be the answer almost everywhere. St. Louis leads in shots with 10-6. As we look at Nick Bibbs coming off the field, seems to be okay. A member of the USL Team of the Week last week, due in large part to his performance in the 2-1 win over Toronto. Excuse me, the 1-0 win over Toronto in that own goal coming off the foot of Marcus Godinho.
Bibbs is off on the sideline here. Jameel Hardware is now sitting out on the bench, so we don't have an indication of a change yet, and Bibbs is just right off the sideline. It looks like he's going to come back on.
Yeah, waiting for that next guaranteed. Yeah, waiting for the next guaranteed substitution.
So that is definitely a good sign. Nothing more serious than a cramp, gets a drink, and actually he's right back on right now. So no changes yet.
Nope.
As we said, Hardware is out on the bench, and bringing actually somebody else out there too in the penny. Patrick Duty is also out there. We just talked about Patrick Duty. He will come on here at some point, it looks like.
3 games for the Chicago Fire. Was under first 11 for all 3 of those games. Played the full 90. Most recent of which was Sunday in Columbus against the Crew.
Corner kick given here for OKC Energy. It's the 5th of the night for Oklahoma City, coming from that far corner. Sanchez will take it for the Energy. Here it comes to the 6-yard box, just out of the reach of Evans, headed down, coming out to the near side here. Held in there by Casey Townsend, and a good tackle there by Barklage. Still not out of trouble. This is Byskoff who plays it back in. Right to the penalty spot. Dangerous. Koenig will touch it off for Townsend. Shot, and it's high and just wide of the bar. Casey Townsend, the 5'1" forward, just blasted one over the near corner.
Good work from Koenig to keep that ball alive with his back to play. Lays it off for number 11, Townsend. If Townsend puts this into the opposite side netting, in this particular play, you needed accuracy as opposed to power.
To the hard shot, yep. 65th minute as Alec Can will clear it away.
There's the aforementioned Jameel Hardware, perhaps soon to enter the game from Kingston, Jamaica. Obviously, he's overjoyed by the Gold Cup final.
Oh my goodness.
Winfred Schaefer has done wonders with that Jamaican national team, as he did with Cameroon's national team in the African Nations Cup.
Wouldn't it be nice for Jameel Hardware to play a part in a STLFC win tonight and then get a chance to relax and watch his home country in the Gold Cup final tomorrow? Here comes Jameel Hardware.
Well, in the 2-1 win on April 25th, he had one of the goals. He and Mike Ambersley. Perhaps he can do the same now.
He's taking Takata's spot out there.
Kentaro Takata, who was very active in that first half. He talked about the fact, Joe, that he was so good with his distribution, the early distribution.
Yeah, I thought he played a huge part. This one right in front of the goal, the whistle. It's a foul before that pass was played there.
James Musa did his best to salvage that. Ball had just exited.
Barely over the end line as we see the replay here.
Sam Fink, who's always willing to get forward and stave forward for those cross balls.
And he's got such size, listed at 6'2". He is big and he is dangerous.
Sam Fink, just again, our youthful theme, just 21 years of age, played his intercollegiate soccer at Wake Forest. He's been with Dale Shilley since a youth player.
From Edwardsville. 67th minute here at Soccer Park. Just the one change so far for St. Louis FC. No changes yet for OKC Energy FC. And here is Hardware on that near side, streaking in. Top of the box, and he just lost the ball, and it's cleared away. That's not Hardware, rather. That was
Charles Rankin.
It was Rankin, yep.
Good running coming in off that right flank. Rankin running like the game just started. He was shot out of a cannon coming from the center field.
They'll play it back for Musa, who taps it up front for Bouchou. Bouchou working the midfield for St. Louis FC. Bouchou will send it into the corner, looking for Bibbs to make a run. Bibbs couldn't keep it in. Ooh, it was almost there.
Good effort from Jacob Bouchou. Now, if that ball's on the ground behind the defense on an angle, then Nick Bibbs can run onto that and take a touch for a shot or get it over early. As we look at Patrick Duty, perhaps to enter the game shortly, wears number 22 for St. Louis FC.
68th minute, the throw in from OKC. St. Louis FC gets it right back. Brian Gull with some room in the midfield. Gull from distance over the bar. Well, you asked for a Brian Gull shot from distance, and you got one.
Just received it. When you have a left foot as prolific as Gull's, that play is always on. There's Gull, looks up, can't play the 1-2 with Ambersley, and has a goal from well outside the penalty area.
68th minute. Near side, Michael Thomas, and it's played in by Evans. Back post, and it's headed out of play. It'll be a goal kick for St. Louis FC.
Sebastian Dahlgaard doing the running at the opposite post, battling with Nick Bibbs. Alacan going over to cover up on that cross. Dahlgaard and Bibbs battling at that second post.
We see that replay. I love the views from behind the goal that the folks at Fat Chimp give us right there, because you get an idea of what the goalkeeper's looking at when that ball's coming in at you.
That is exactly what the goalkeeper is looking. As we look at Evan Newton, the Energy FC goalkeeper, you're seeing that ball come across the goal mouth, usually with pace.
That's right. 70th minute here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park. There's Brian Gull.
Shot from distance just a moment ago, well outside the penalty area arc.
Native of Naperville, outside of Chicago, played college soccer at Bradley. Parker Marr, the throw in for St. Louis FC, another Missouri Valley soccer player out of Missouri State.
And Gull had a bad year last year simply because of injury. I played for the Los Angeles Galaxy for 2.5 years. Started off this year, played in the Chicago Fire's first preseason game against Norwich. It's in their preseason training for the Chicago Fire.
Norwich now a team that's up in the first division in the Premier League.
Yep.
Just promoted. This one played all the way back to the top of the 18-yard box. Van Compernol turning it out. It's picked off there by Barklage. Here's Barklage in the middle. Brian Gull. Gull will slot it right through to the top of the box, but it was knocked away. Tough first touch right there on a good pass right through from Gull.
Ball on the ground right at his feet, but good doing the defending was number 5, Gareth Evans.
Here's Townsend. Plays it in the middle. Good spin. Into the box goes Myskoff, and it's knocked away. Byskoff made a great spin move and took it into the middle of the box before it was taken away.
What a magnificent turn by Byskoff and a wonderful tackle by Sam Fink.
Van Compernol now in the midfield for OKC Energy, playing it to the far side. 71st minute here at Soccer Park. Scoreless game still. This one has been tight. OKC Energy has had a much better second half.
Very much so.
After St. Louis FC dominated the first half. Shots were 9-3. At last check, it had come to 10-6. So a much better second half, or at least start to the second half. Right in the middle, Byskoff again. Through looking for Koenig, and it was just past his right foot. Koenig, that was about a half step in front of him. Here's Byskoff again.
It was after that wonderful turn, and look at that tackle from number 3, Sam Fink. A sliding tackle in his own penalty area, winning the ball and not giving up a penalty kick.
You're exactly right.
Very nicely done from Sam Fink. In the foreground is Patrick Duty. And away from the cameras, Peter Toth. Now, if you can't read that name, there's really something wrong with your vision.
Well, listen to the crowd as Patrick Duty comes back on for St. Louis FC.
He'll go to his customary left back spot. Parker Marr moves over to right back, and Nick Phibbs exits the match. Now, what Duty will bring to you is instantaneous offense, either from the long flighted ball or the ball on the ground to the striker's feet on that diagonal.
72nd minute, scoreless game as the crowd chants for Patrick Duty, who will take this free kick. Duty is a 24-year-old, also out of Naperville, out of Indiana. Here's Duty making a run on the near side. Duty trying to get the cross in. It's deflected away, and it's out of play. It'll go for a corner for St. Louis FC. So,
no, seemed to be evidently last touched by.
I thought it was going to be a corner. He thought it was going to be. G&W Meat and Bavarian Style Sausage Company is proud to be the official brat of St. Louis FC, celebrating 50 years as a family-owned St. Louis tradition. You can't beat G&W Meat.
Actually, Patrick was whistled up offside there, Joe, and I thought he was well behind the ball when it was struck.
73rd minute, and they play it back dangerously for Evan Newton, the goalkeeper. And he comes out.
Don't foul. There's no reason for Mike Ambersley to foul that.
And Ambersley will draw the foul. Cyprian Hedrick bringing it out for OKC Energy FC, and there you can see, as we see it on the replay, that forearm in the back is going to get you whistled most times.
I think so, yeah. Anywhere in the world, as a matter of fact.
Rankin is the challenge there, and it's instead won by Byskoff, but here comes St. Louis FC, and the pass was too far in front. Hardware put it too far in front for Mike Ambersley.
Like the attempt, it's early, it's on the ground, it's a ball he can play, just too much pace on it.
'74th minute now. Hedrick plays it across the back, and he'll get it back. OKC Energy looking to start it from the back. A scoreless game. Joe Pott, Bill McDermott with you on the Big 550 KTRS and online on our St. Louis FC YouTube stream. Happy you could join us. Jim Hewer's here. He'll have the post-game show for you. And all the fine folks working out there for Fat Chimp Studios, thanks to them. 75th minute here now as Duty gets ahead on this one. Duty battling it there with Townsend for OKC. And it comes right down for Thomas, and Thomas plays it for Toth just in the game. And Peter Toth goes to ground, and we've got a whistle. It'll be a foul against Gall.
Whistle up against number 8, Brian Gall. On that push, and this is a dangerous free kick scenario. Peter Toth, who just entered the game, he's fouled there by Brian Gall. Just beyond the tip of the penalty area arc, dangerous free kick scenario for OKC Energy.
I mean, you're talking less than 30 yards out of goal here, and it's just slightly, as we look in, to the right.
And every team in the world, not just this league, Joe, who has somebody who's dangerous from this distance.
From right there, yep. It'll be at least a 4-man wall there. There's 5 right there for St. Louis FC as Alec Can barks out instructions from his goal line, and he'll back up near the goal line. Here it comes. It's high over the wall and over everything and out of play. So Toth put it up high and out of play.
Jimmy Nielsen doesn't like to see that. This is an excellent opportunity for OKC Energy and Peter Toth, who just entered the game. Well off target. There's number 17, Toth, who just entered the game. He's from Budapest, Hungary.
25-year-old, 6 foot. Long outlet up to head it away is Hedrick. It'll go on to the far side, and Parker Marr will try to bring it down. It's out of play. Good challenge there made by Michael Byskoff. We're into the 76th minute here at Soccer Park. Interested in a refreshingly different banking alternative in the St. Louis market? Welcome to the world of Triad Banking. Your business, your family, your bank. TriadBanking.com.
4.
Oklahoma City will get a throw from the far side. Sanchez with a quick throw in for Peter Toth, and it's knocked out of play, and it's a whistle and a foul. And it'll be a foul and a yellow card, actually. I believe it was it shown to Rankin?
I think so. Yes, sir. Moving into the 77th minute. Here is Charles Rankin getting the call in the first 11 tonight in the 4-2-3-1 formation. He's been wide on the right flank, St. Louis FC.
So the restart for Toth, who gets it, plays it off to the far side. OKC Energy working it up. And Barklage will play that back. And it's cleared out by Can, right to the midfield. Hedrick taps it for Van Compernol, who plays it all the way back for Evan Newton, the goalkeeper.
As you pointed out, Joe, much better job by OKC Energy in the second half to keep the ball and make the home team do some of the chasing.
I think they really, I think that's exactly what they've done. The possession was clearly controlled by St. Louis FC in the first half, but it's been a turnaround here in the second half. We're into the 78th minute here at Soccer Park, and it hasn't gotten much cooler, by the way. Peter Toth plays it to the far side, the cross right into the middle of the box, and it's poked away by St. Louis FC. Jameel Hardware picks it up in the midfield. Hardware with some room, cuts it back, and he'll tap it back. Now Gall has it right at the center line. Gall plays it near sideline for Patrick Duty. Duty with some room. He'll look up, survey the field, come back to the midfield for Musa. Back ahead for Ambersley and Musa again. Musa will knock it all the way back for Alec Can, and St. Louis will start it from the back. This is Fink now along that far side. Big crowd of 5,304 on hand here tonight. Literally standing room. Folks were out packing the park here tonight. St. Louis FC trying to pick up the 3 points and reward them as this one's played to the outside. Right in the middle now, Hardware, top of the 18-yard box. Still with it for St. Louis, trying to turn it, pokes it into the box to nobody, and out to get it is Newton, the goalkeeper for OKC.
Jameel Hardware received, turned with his back to play initially. Thought he might try and find Patrick Duty overlapping from the left back position in behind the defense.
Barklage back to take it away for St. Louis. Now Duty, now Musa. St. Louis FC works it from its back line. We're into the 80th minute here tonight. Scoreless game between Oklahoma City and St. Louis. OKC Energy FC working it back up the field. Near sideline is Townsend. Townsend curling one, back post, knocked it in the middle. The shot is blocked away.
James Musa, good defending, diving in front of that last offensive player. I think it was Peter Toth again, who's been troublesome since he entered the match,
Since he came on as the substitute. Here's Sanchez receiving now. 18-yard box. He tried to center. Koenig had a chance, and it's partially cleared. Right on the end line, still not out of danger, and it's Musa again who will clear it with the left foot. And Ambersley being pulled to ground, and there is a whistle.
A whistle up against Van Compernol.
Ambersley was wrapped up just inside the offensive end for Oklahoma City. Here we're going to see the defense.
Peter Toth again, and there is James Musa doing what he has to do as a center back, diving in front, defending, blocking the shot. Good work by the center back.
There he is. And Musa is going to come to the sideline. They're coming off.
Get some
just
water.
getting a drink right now, but Brian Ciasolca is at that fourth official spot, and he is going to come in.
Going to come on for Charles Rankin, who on this right flank tonight literally ran himself into the ground. Tremendous job of running at people, getting balls over, being dangerous on offense. Ciasolca, more of a possession type of player, making that last pass, putting people into dangerous positions.
Now you've got fresh legs over there, Bill. A night like this, that could be it could make a difference. This one bouncing through the box, and out to get it is Evan Newton, the 26-year-old Virginia Beach native, the goalkeeper for OKC Energy.
We talked about the fact that Toronto wins a game last night in the 88th minute against Charleston. Skylar Thomas in the 88th minute.
So certainly plenty of time left. We're in the 82nd minute here at Soccer Park. A scoreless game between OKC Energy FC and St. Louis FC. Happy you can join us tonight. And thanks to all those folks out here at the park tonight, 5,300 plus on hand. Biggest crowd of the year for St. Louis FC. And wouldn't the men in blue like to reward them with 3 points tonight? That one cleared ahead by Byskoff. Casey Townsend got ahead on it. So did Musa. Right to the near sideline. And Duty with a nice job to keep it in play and clear it away. Barklage has it now. Barklage knocked off his feet. Sanchez picks it up for OKC. Right in for Byskoff. Byskoff with a little give and go. Leaves it for Sanchez, and Sanchez plays it to that far side. Here comes the cross in the middle. Duty got ahead on it. Gall trying to clear it away, and he does. Ambersley trying to run it down in the midfield. Ambersley battling with Hedrick. Hedrick able to chip it over him, hold on to it, and he's pulled down, and so says the official.
This would be a foul for persistent infringement by number 15, Mike Ambersley.
He draws the yellow card for St. Louis FC.
This may be the fourth foul he's committed against Cyprian Hedrick alone.
And again, it's just into the back there, and it's going to get you the whistle every time.
Yes, sir.
Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers for the best selection and price on quality brand name tires and the best in expert auto service for convenience and value. Get into Dobbs. Another change now as Peter Kelly will come on for Brandon Barklage.
Yep. Did his job in that holding midfield slot. Played there alongside Jacob Boucher this evening in that 4-2-3-1 formation.
Peter Kelly from St. Louis out of Priory, 61 games at SIUE. Got some memorable goals for the Cougars as the sideboards go down there.
Yep.
Ambersley right into the board.
Continuing to do the work.
We're into the 84th minute here in a scoreless game. A warm night at Soccer Park. Michael Thomas, long pass over the top for OKC Energy. They try to break through here. Sanchez plays it off, gets it back. Sanchez spins with it, still with it, plays it outside. The cross into the box, and it's headed away by Musa, who's had a good game in the back for St. Louis.
Good work centrally by the center back, James Musa. That was a dangerous cross, whistled into the penalty area.
OKC Energy, by the way, have 3 draws in their last 3 games. They are winless in their last 6 games. 3 losses, 3 draws in that time.
Danny Koenig has scored their last 5 goals.
Kelly making a nice sliding play there, and he leaves it for Duty. Duty trying to play it in the middle. And it's taken away before Siasolka could get a foot on it. 85th minute. Long pass coming near side. Kelly able to head it away for St. Louis. That one was looking for Townsend. And they'll play it back on this near side for Thomas. Michael Thomas. And Hedrick now playing with it. Thomas on the near sideline for OKC. Long pass right into the middle, over the top. Sanchez able to bring it down. Sanchez fires, and it's just wide. A left foot shot from Chewy Sanchez went just wide of the far post.
Sanchez, what a blast. He's been troublesome all evening long, anywhere on the field. Beautifully struck by number 10, Chewy Sanchez. Played his intercollegiate soccer at CSU Bakersfield, Barn in San Diego. Played his youth ball for the Nomads, which is a very popular team, and he's really emblematic of a strong 10 shirt. Gets involved in everything offensively.
That ball was less than 6 inches outside the post.
Struck that superbly, did Sanchez.
He did, and we've got a whistle again, an offside call, and the 5,300 strong did not necessarily agree with that. Substitution coming on.
Another change.
Gesicki will come on
Yep.
for St. Louis.
He's going to enter the match for number 8, Brian Gall, who's done some good things offensively. Combined nicely with Ambersley in the first half. Gesicki will now go to right back. Parker Marr will go up into the midfield area just to try to combine and get some balls forward from the midfield area.
And that's the 4th substitution for St. Louis FC. 87th minute, scoreless game. Ball out of play, far side, throw coming up for OKC Energy. Just about midfield. Maybe 5 yards into the offensive end. In for Toth. The late substitution who's had a nice couple of minutes for OKC. Comes all the way back for Hedrick. Hedrick will play to the near side for Michael Thomas. Thomas on the sideline, works against Marr, plays it into the middle. This is the big midfielder, Gareth Evans. Ball knocked out again.
Who's been strong into the tackle. Even though he's been playing with the yellow, he's been cautious, but he's still a very talented defender, number 5, Gareth Evans.
Thomas with the throw, taken away. Played right up the near sideline. Ambersley is knocked down. We did have a whistle. They'll restart it from right at the sideline. Jimmy Nielsen is saying it should be just a throw-in, but they do say it's a foul and it'll be a restart.
No, it was clearly a foul against number 4, Cyprian Hedrick.
Duty will take it just inside the offensive end from the near sideline. Working right to left, St. Louis. Duty directing traffic before he lifts this one with the left foot. Here it comes. High floating ball right to the penalty spot, headed out. Siasolka brings it down, plays it ahead, looking for Kelly. Kelly battling on the far side with Christian Duke. It's out of play. It'll be a St. Louis throw.
It was a good headed clearance by Cyprian Hedrick, and the ball flooded in by Patrick Duke. Late in the game, that's a troublesome ball.
Long throw right for Ambersley in the outside of the 18-yard box, and it's going to be a foul. We're into the 89th minute here at Soccer Park. A scoreless game between OKC Energy FC, St. Louis FC. A hot, humid night, 5,300 plus on hand here at Soccer Park. Fantastic crowd. OKC Energy is a couple of minutes away from its 4th consecutive draw. And if you're OKC Energy going on the road, getting that 1 point feels a little bit better than if you're St. Louis FC and you have to settle for 1 point here. And it's not over by any means. We're late in this one. Townsend has it on the near sideline for OKC. Townsend works it back on the sideline. It's out of play. It'll be a throw for St. Louis. Just around midfield from the near side.
That's a fatigue pass from Townsend. After doing all the running, just couldn't knock it back. St. Louis goes on the road to play against the Red Bulls. Next weekend, returns home August 8th to play against Montreal.
Duty teaming up with Marr. Back into the left corner for Duty. A little too far in front. Hedrick couldn't clear it and instead just lets it roll out of the end line for a goal kick. 4 minutes of stoppage time. So plenty of time left in this one. Veta Sports, by the way, 6 locations in the metro area offering indoor and outdoor adult soccer leagues with men's, co-ed, and women's divisions. Register a team or sign up for a house team. Details at vetasports.com. Get your friends together and play soccer. We're into the stoppage time here tonight, a scoreless game between OKC Energy and St. Louis FC. Parker Marr receives top of the box. Marr with a right foot shot, trickles through, not much behind it. Newton was able to make the save.
Ball played in on the ground from Siasolka to Parker Marr. Cuts in off the left flank, shoots with his right.
Newton now will clear it away for St. Louis. A minute into stoppage time here tonight. Peter Kelly right in the middle. Back for Gesicki. And Gesicki with a dangerous pass back, and Can was wise to it and cleared it away wisely out of play.
We mentioned the fact that Alec Can's good with his feet, but we don't want to force him to use his feet.
Not in the second minute of stoppage time, certainly. It was 0-0 game. Peter Toth trying to keep that one in. Instead, Hardware picks it off in the midfield. Jameel Hardware for St. Louis. Plays it out to the right side. Right back. This is Kelly inside the 18. Outside it goes. Top of the box now. Siasolka. Left foot shot blocked away. Pulled down. Bouchou plays it out wide again. St. Louis trying something late. It's knocked out of play. It'll be a corner for St. Louis FC.
Work by Bouchou to keep that ball alive. Sends it behind everyone on the angle for Siasolka. Play that ball first time.
5th corner of the night for St. Louis. Scoreless. 2nd minute of stoppage time. Floats one into the penalty area, and it's headed away by OKC Energy. They'll turn it back in. Far side, near side, pulled down by Parker Marr. Marr leaves it for Hardware. Ahead for Bouchou. Bouchou into the middle of the field. This is Siasolka. Siasolka playing it out wide. Right at the top of the box for St. Louis. The left foot shot deflected just off the side netting. You could hear the crowd reaction, but it was off the side netting. It's going to go as a corner. Another corner, 6th of the night.
Mike Ambersley, who has absolutely run himself to exhaustion. This deflected shot into the opposite side netting on the outside of the goal. Nicely struck. Brilliantly struck by Ambersley.
Here's the corner headed down. We've got a whistle before that ball even hit down. It's coming out for OKC. St. Louis-based Worldwide Technology, a proud supporter of St. Louis FC and soccer in St. Louis, recognized by Fortune magazine as one of the 100 best places to work 4 years in a row. Worldwide Technology understands with the right culture and teamwork, great things happen. We are nearing the end of this one, a scoreless one at Soccer Park. We're into the 4th minute of stoppage time. That was the minimum that was shown by our 4th official tonight. OKC Energy with it, maybe one last chance for the visitors. And Compernol plays it up. Here's the shot deflected over the bar. That's probably going to do it.
That should probably do it.
It'll be a goal kick for Can. And he'll no doubt take his time. On a hot, humid night, these two teams have battled for 94 minutes. Can will get this kickoff, and that's probably going to be the last play that we call tonight. Can.
Well, it's in midair.
Yep, there it is. The whistle blows as this one crosses half field, and Bill, OKC Energy FC, St. Louis FC settle for a 0-0 draw tonight.
Well, the chances in that first half, they put some good opportunities together, St. Louis FC did, but they just couldn't capitalize. And therein lies a reason for just yet another 1-point game at home. Granted, not a loss, but you need to get more from these games, especially when you're playing at home. When you have pretty much the advantage in the first half, make the visitors play. Now, Jimmy Nielsen, as he talks it over with the referees, he totally transformed the way his team played in that second half. They saw much more of the ball. They were more composed. And as a result, because they kept it so much better, they had more chances on goal.
Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers for the best selection, price, and quality. Brand name tires and the best in expert auto service for convenience and value. Get into Dobbs. Thanks to Dobbs. Thanks to all of our sponsors that bring you St. Louis FC soccer. If you're watching on the stream, you get a look at some of our final stats there, Bill, and well, the shots really came back.
Totally did, Joe. And therein lies the reason for the difference in that second half and why OKC, why they had so many more opportunities to win this away from home. 13-11, almost level on shots. Corners just about level as well. So both teams provided their own form of offense. OKC in the second half, the home side in that first half, but neither team able to escape with 3 points.
And as you mentioned, Bill, St. Louis FC goes back on the road. They will be back here at Worldwide Technology Soccer Park August 8th against Montreal, but they're on the road after tonight.
They play at the Red Bulls on August the 2nd. They open their month of August against Montreal, as we get a good opportunity to see some of the upcoming home games. Charleston Battery and the Independence, and this game could loom large too. This is the absolute last game of the year, September 19th, against Louisville, a team that has been very difficult for St. Louis FC. They lie in third place right now, and they have a 4-game winning streak, does Louisville City. So all these teams ahead of St. Louis FC in the Eastern Conference, they've all been playing very good soccer, and they're going to be hard to catch, as a matter of fact.
Well, the men in navy blue over to the far stand there to salute the fans. 5,304, the largest crowd of the year for St. Louis FC tonight. And they see St. Louis FC and OKC Energy FC battle to a scoreless draw here at Soccer Park. My thanks to all of you for tuning in. Bill, thanks again. Been fun.
Treat to be
Certainly
with you,
appreciate
Joe.
it.
Do it again.
For Bill McDermott, I'm Joe Pott. On the other side of the break, if you're listening on the radio side, Jim Hewer will take you out with the post-game show right after this. A scoreless game here at Soccer Park. 0-0, St. Louis FC and OKC FC. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Jim Hewer next for the post-game on the Big 550 KTRS.
Thank you.